Hey everybody, welcome back to another G-Bay YT Wild Rift production. Today I just wanted to go over the basics of League of Legends. I feel like I was missing that, and I think it's important for people to understand, League of Legends that haven't played it or have played other mobile MOBAs, and just want to learn a little bit more about League of Legends. So obviously everything's pretty similar, but just to go over the buffs, I don't know if they're all the same. This is called the red buff. Let's see, I don't think it has its name. So let's take it. This is for the jungle. You can give it to the AD carry if you want, just to start off. So the red buff, we look down here. The unit recovers health when not fighting. This unit recovers health when not fighting champions or epic monsters. Also, their basic attack burn and slow the target over several seconds. If the buff holder is slain, this buff is transferred to their killer. So you see how I have the red little circles around me. So that does exactly that. And then we can go take blue buff. Blue buff is going to be for cooldowns. So the red buff, pretty much, it just does, whenever you attack somebody, it's going to make them burn a little bit. And it also recovers your health when you're not fighting. So let's take blue. This is for cooldowns. Let's see what we got here. It's going to move. This unit has greatly increased mana. This unit has greatly increased mana and energy regen, and plus 10% cooldown reduction. If the buff holder is slain, this buff is transferred to their killer. So pretty much, red buff you can give to the AD carry, or if it's an attack damage mid lane, you can give to them if you're nice. Blue buff you can give to mid lane, primarily because they're usually ability power champions, so they're pretty much a cooldown champions. Like having them, plus 10% cooldown reduction gives them an advantage to their lane. So it really helps them out. It all depends how ahead you are. If you're behind, you never want to give your buffs away. But if you're feeling nice and you're ahead, level 7, level 8, you can ping your mid lane to come over and get blue. So that's the red and the blue buff. I know Wild Rift's not going to be exactly like this, but I just want to give everyone a, just a breakdown, just a little introduction to the things in League of Legends. So this is called Rift Herald. This is called Scuttle. You get this for vision. It spawns right here. It's just for vision, and it's a speed boost, but more for vision, so people can't walk in the jungle and they can't gank bottom or top. This is called Rift Herald. The secret to this is not being in front of it, going behind it. You kill it a lot faster. Go to the side. I still got hit, but with you can dodge it with this Q. I don't know if I dodged it. Sorry. I tried, I missed. So you collect this. What this does, it's a monster. I can show you right here. What do I have to? I don't know. I'll show you what this does. It's called Rift Herald. It's pretty useful. It goes away later in the game. It spawns twice now. That's a new thing. What it does, so here we'll spawn it. We'll kill this wave. I'm level 18, so I'm killing these minions very fast. What it does, it's for towers. It can be used extremely effective. Let's see. Yeah, it takes away a ton, and you always want to push, even if it has a little health left. It still does damage. I'll show you. It does the same damage. So you always want to shove the wave in, and then watch this. It'll do the same damage. It leaps, and it just takes like half of it away at least. It takes so much away. It really does. And you can just run it down with this. So you really want to use it as a jungler. You get it, and if you gank a lane and get a kill, and then you really want to use it if mid's in mid, and then you have two people bot, and in top lane's dead. You can really make it worthwhile. Sometimes if you spawn it with a lane there, they can just kill it and it won't even hit the tower. So sometimes it's useful, sometimes it's not. Usually it spawns twice. I waited a little bit too long this game, so it's not going to spawn twice. This is just little health packs right here. You'll see them throughout the river. Sometimes they're in here. So this is for vision right here. You click this, you can see all the wards the enemies have, or if there's any enemies at all. I don't know what people call it. I think it's called the hog or frogs. So this is just jungle form, just your typical jungle form. And everyone has a different methodology of how to jungle. Whether you do this first, this first, or you go blue buff, red buff. It's really everyone has their own preferences of what's good and what's bad. So really up to you. I don't even know the specific names of these. I should, but there's tricks like, I can go over tricks with Master Yi of how to do things, how to farm effectively. There definitely is. So you see my buffs wore off and they come back. They show you right here when they come back. 17 seconds. So this will be up in 17 seconds. So you can really time your way around. If you know red buff's coming up in 10 seconds. You should never wait here like this. I'm just doing this for the video purpose. But if you want to be around when you can see it's coming, you want to go that way. So you have red. Again, we know what this is. This is just for vision. It's nice because you can do it for dragon. Right there, or Drake. So what I want to do is show you the drakes. So there's 4 different type of drakes. So I guess with my recorder I can't go back and forth. So I'll just have to make it separate and then combine it for the video. So here are the buffs. So they made some changes. I believe this preseason, you can see this preseason 2020. They made a couple changes, but overall pretty much similar. I think they just made them a little bit stronger. So the Infernal, gain a percentage increase of attack, damage, and ability power. So that's a big one. A lot of people think that's the best one. Because it really just increases your damage to the enemies. Ocean, regenerate a percentage of missing health every second. That's pretty nice. It really is. Definitely. There's specifics, but this is pretty much the basic of the drakes or the dragons. Cloud, gain cooldown reduction for your ultimate ability. So that's super nice because your ultimate is going to be your main weapon, your main offensive move. So it's super important. And then last is the mountain. Gain a percentage increase of armor and magic resistance. So that's always great for defense. They're all different. You don't get to choose which one comes up. It's randomly generated, and I will show you back. I don't want to click back because I want to read the soul. So soul. So there's every, I don't know how many minutes it is, but every so many minutes there's a dragon or a drake, if you want to call it. And then after, so the trying to think the best way to describe it. I can show you how to get back. I'm not sure if that recorded everything, but so soul. When a team kills their 4th elemental drake, instead of stacking their elemental buff, they'll gain a powerful dragon soul from the dominant dragon. Dragon souls persist through death and last the remainder of the game. So it's a huge team advantage. It really is huge. So let's go over the infernal dragon soul. Every 3 seconds, your next attack or damaging spell creates a small AoE explosion, dealing adaptive damage that scales with bonus attack damage, ability power, and bonus health. It's pretty scary. It really is. It pretty much is just a small area of effect, and just it's a little explosion, but it does damage. Definitely a huge advantage. Ocean Dragon Soul. Dealing any damage triggers strong health and resource regeneration for 3 seconds. Damage to minions provides less regeneration. So that pretty much means when you're out of combat, you're just going to really restore a ton of health and resource regeneration. Cloud Dragon Soul. Hitting enemies with abilities or attacks lowers the cooldown of your base abilities. That's super important. As you know, abilities are important, obviously, not just auto attacks, so it's super useful in fighting. Mountain Dragon Soul. After not taking damage for 5 seconds, gain a shield that lasts until destroyed. The shield's magnitude scales with bonus attack damage, ability power, and bonus health. I believe a lot of people say this is the worst, but I'm not really positive. It is pretty nice. It gives you a shield. When you're not fighting, it gives you that shield. So it's pretty much an extra whatever. I don't know how much exactly the shield is, how powerful it is, but it's definitely an advantage. So let's go to Elder Dragon. So Elder Dragon is after the soul. So it's after whoever gets the 4th drake first. Elder buff is more satisfying. Elder buff doesn't favor the team with more dragons. Elder Dragon still grants a powerful, short-term combat buff, and we're retooling it to offer teams who fail to claim a Dragon Soul a teamfight-focused hope of getting back into the game. To achieve this, we're removing Elder Dragon scaling with Elemental Drake buffs, which favors the team that's ahead, and replacing it with a new execution component. If Elder's burn damage affects a low-health enemy champion, they'll be consumed by a Searing Elder Immolation, killing them instantly. Let's watch the vid. This is interesting because people that play don't always know. Let's see what Elder Dragon does. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Looks pretty nice. Enemies affected by the Elder Burn have a small marker on their health bar indicating the execution threshold. The execution is a brief wind-up, so with quick reactions, immolation victims can avoid imminent execution with the usual suit of clutch, save, abilities, or spells. Zonia's, Kindred Ultimate, etc. The threat of immolation will still be there when they become vulnerable again, so if the Elder Buff Burn is applied a second time, it's back to the fountain. That's really nice. I like how they redid it, so it doesn't favor the teams that have Dragon Soul. So it's nice. I like that they're trying to make it more fair and have the underdog or the team that's losing come back. I like that a lot. But other than that, we can go back in the game real quick. What else is on this page? Okay, so yeah, so this is new. We might as well go over this now too. This is new in the bot. And the top lane, this is brand new. This little curve right here, that is brand new. They never had that before. It definitely adds a whole other aspect. Like if you stand right here, nobody can see you, so they have to go all the way around. Super nice. Finally, okay, so there's new patches of grass. You know, it does have a small effect, but not the biggest effect. Sorry, I had the game restarted because I was inactive for so long. But just to show you like a jungle clear, there's a million. I don't want to get started on the best jungle clear, but what I do, for example, I take red, and then we go right to blue. Right here, there's a little blast cone. So the blast cone, I'll show you. It's just a little. You hit it and it kicks you wherever direction you hit it in. It shows you your estimated projection. Here. This is my jungle route every time. And I tell the top laner that I'm coming way beforehand, like before the game starts. I like to come here. They engage in the fight. You can either go around this way or you can come up this way. They can't see you when you're right here. Like it's dark like right here. It becomes dark. Let's see.
Motivation without purpose.
So if you're here, see, you cannot see. That's as far as you can see. You can't see in between that, and you can't see in bushes unless you have a ward. So I like to sit here and wait, when they engage, go in, and kill. Usually, not even, probably 80% I get a kill. So this whole thing is new, like I showed you. It is definitely a lot different. Like if you're here, like all this is dark for them. You can't see me. You have to come around here. To even see me. So it's pretty nice. I've seen a lot of, AD carries bot lane go here and, hit the B and get back to base. So recalling is 8 seconds. It'll show you right there. If an enemy touches you at all, and then it stops your channeling. You can always cancel your channeling. Totally up to you. Like I said, everyone have different methods of jungling or how to play. One good thing is you should really hit it and go back, auto and go back. It just stops you from taking more damage. Because if you just stand there, here I'll show you. Actually, I have auto on, but so they can't attack me as much as I'm going back. I'm level 18, so really it doesn't show you that well. But, with Mastery, there's a lot of different things you can do. You always want to auto this one first and then that wasn't a good one. It's too fast. You don't even need to do anything at level 18. You just auto attacks. So you can see when Drake's coming up, like we said. You always want to be prepared for. You can hit this, see if there's any wards or anything like that. You always want to get Scuttle, just so you can see. And then Smite. I think there's Smite in every other games. So it deals 1,000 true damage to target, epic, large, or medium monster or enemy minion. Against monsters, additionally restores 70 plus 250 health. Smite regains the charge every 90 seconds, up to a maximum of 2 charges. So there's two different kind of smites. Challenging smite can target an enemy champion, marking them for 4 seconds. During this time, you deal 125 bonus true damage to them over 2.5 seconds on hit, and take 20% reduced damage from them. This is primarily used to help the jungle for health-wise. I'm not level 1, so it's definitely a little different, but I can show you right here. We can smite it at the end. This is what gives the jungler advantage if the enemy's near. That wasn't a good smite, but you can usually smite it when it's like, I don't even know how much health. You can see how much health it has up top also. We'll just go kill Triss for the video. You can use this blast gun to jump over here, get this speed boost, and it's all about which angle you take. You always want to take the best angle. Like, so you really want to be going this way when you're ganking, because they're going to be running that way. There's really nowhere else to get them. And when he's 18, he's insane. He really is. Like, he's so fast. He really is. But yeah, that'll be all for the video today. I just want to give you guys a little breakdown to show you, what League of Legends is about. But other than that, I think that's about all. That's a very basic description of League of Legends. Hopefully you guys learned something. If there's any questions you guys have, feel free to let me know. Comment below. I'd be more than welcome to answer any of your guys' questions. And maybe I should do another, if you guys want an in-depth video, please just let me know. I'll do an in-depth video compared to just a very basic one. But with that, that's all. Thank you guys so much for watching. Really appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow for another GBait YT Wild Rift video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Hit that button. Turn them notifications on. And drop a like, please. Appreciate it. Alright guys, have a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.